you've found a path to bringing people together for healing, for understanding, for really sharing one's story and connecting people, which is all about, from my perspective, what Coffee Lunch Coffee is about. So, as I think with my professional cap on, how can this benefit people from a relationship building perspective? That's what I've been thinking about. So today you've brought us together, not just the two of us, but our listeners today, to discuss how grief affects us, affects our home lives when we've had a loss, affects us at work and in the workplace. And, one of the things that I remember feeling like very touched by was just the sense of guilt that you had, for not being the one who drove your son Reet to the audition that day at the Jewish Community Center. You also were the one who selected the date of the audition, the time of the audition, and you bottled up this guilt within you and held it there for over a year without sharing that with anybody. What made you keep that inside before you decided to share that with someone else?
Well, the first word that comes to mind is probably shame. I felt responsible. I felt shame for placing my dad and Reet in that place, and that I felt like I had some type of control over what had happened and responsibility. And I was concerned that if I talked about it, then other people might say, yes, they agreed. And I didn't want anyone to agree with that. I didn't want to have that conversation with people. I was having it with myself. But just like when we hold a secret of something that we did wrong, or we hurt someone's feelings and we don't admit fault or open up that conversation and air out the wound, it was festering in me and it was causing me so much more grief that I needed to write about it and get it out and make it public. And I made it very public by writing it in the book about the guilt that I had for scheduling the date and the time of the audition, and then the fact that they were there at that exact time as the shooter had planned to be there.